I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's the Memphis Grizzlies as they'll be playing against the Charlotte Hornets. And now it's out to Charlotte with Kevin Harlan for the opening tip.
Always a special moment in the pregame ceremony. The playing of the national anthem as the teams gear up for the tip. Coming to you live on 2K Sports, this is the NBA. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan alongside my broadcast partner, Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. It's great to have you with us. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. One of the guys we'll be watching out for today, Zach Randolph.
Well, something special about him, guys, is just how good he is at winning the so-called second shot game, going hard to the offensive glass, salvaging points with his putbacks.
And you know what? He is also relentless on the boards. He works as hard on his rebounding as anybody you're going to see.
And here we go, the battle between conferences. It's the East versus West, where the Charlotte Hornets will be looking to make a statement. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They like to change that now.
Yeah, this was a tough matchup for them last year, losing both of their games against them.
Now, here's Walker. Following the miss by Michael Conley. Here's Zeller. No good. Some solid defense from Randolph.
Marc Gasol, the 2013 Defensive Player of the Year. Some question that selection, including me. But after you evaluate what he meant to that team defensively and how good he was individually and in the team concept, no argument anymore.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Randolph kicks to Conley. Prince, right side. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Conley. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautifully. And Marc Gasol, 7'1", a big body, but he's surprisingly light on his feet.
He is so skilled. Yeah, one of my favorite players in the league. He's lost some weight, used to be heavy, but he's slimmed down. The skill level of the passing, the shooting, the awareness, the understanding of the game, it is fun to watch.
Here's Lee. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Conley dishes to Prince. Gasol passes to Conley. Right side, Conley.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Hornets lead by 6.
Coming up next Thursday, November 6th.
Coming gangster, but y'all leading.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
It was pretty impressive the way they moved the ball, made the extra pass, and found open shooters that whole quarter.
Yeah, it's been a complete team effort out there. Great to watch.
We've got Henderson. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Marvin Williams. Then it's Gary Neal. And it's Robertson at the 1 spot. So that's the Hornets 5. The Grizzlies, grit and grind, known for being old school. Post you up and knock you down top of a basketball team.
Yeah, and that front court rotation, boy, the envy of the league, in my opinion. It's a big part of what makes this team really go.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Yes, Kevin, Memphis coach Dave Yeager paid dues for years coaching in the minor leagues. But he did more than coach. He was the GM, ticket vendor, business manager, and halftime act. He said he loved the passion and spirit of that work. But there were also tough times. Guys, those struggles helped prepare him for where he is today.
A long road, but he's here now. Thanks, Doris.
But guys, for the Grizzlies, a new ownership group, and it seems maybe some tweaks to their identity. They'd look to spread the floor a bit more and pick up the tempo. But the results last season were pretty mixed.
The Grizzlies trail by 8.
A look here at last year in the NBA, where the Hornets ranked. First in fewest turnovers per game. 8th in blocks. As for the rebounding numbers, not as strong as you would think. Top 20 in the league. They certainly are capable of better.
And this is a smart team, Clark, because you talked about the turnovers, #1 in the league in terms of fewest mistakes. And that's when they were at their best, when they controlled the action offensively. They were able to execute without making mistakes, and that allowed them to set up their defense at the other end. And, this was a really well-disciplined club.
And, you know, the Grizzlies last season, I thought they did pick up their pace slightly, but they were still a team at the bottom of the league in that regard in terms of fast break points and pace of play. It's really hard to get away from who you've been for so long. This is more of a half-court, grinded-out team.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And it's Carter missing. Here's Roberts. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And that one's good. Henderson's got his second basket.
Well, it's been all about pace and space with them. Tempo, the fast break points, just a huge advantage.
Yeah, they've been looking to push it all the time and to get that early offense, and they're doing it well.
Oh, he knocks it in, a beautiful buzzer beater.
Just in time.
Oh, free points right there at the end of the quarter.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Charlotte, their last game, a win against Milwaukee.
And how they were able to battle back in the fourth quarter of that game, being down as much as they were, made it a really special win for them.
Well, I hope they enjoyed it, because you're not going to get many wins like that. I mean, having to dig themselves out of the hole they got themselves into doesn't happen very often.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Zebo and Marc Gasol are up front. Lee and Price are out in the wings. And it's Conley in at the point.
Well, you know, for teams in the NBA nowadays, it's all about getting bang for your buck. I mean, Mike Conley out of Ohio State, one of the great value contracts in the league, and with all the analytics and general managers looking for value, Memphis happy to have an all-star caliber player like him still locked up through 2016.
Lee kicks to Conley. Prince outside. And there's the pass to Gasol. Jefferson is right there. Goes up on the wing. Gasol, no good.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert. He's got to take that every time.
Now let's send it to Doris on the sideline.
Well, Kevin, we all know that Lance Stevenson is fearless, and as far as he's concerned, that's a product of his Brooklyn upbringing. He said players there have a, quote, feeling that nobody can stop them on the floor. Former teammate Paul George said of it, that's Lance. He's a New York player. They play with that kind of confidence. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. That confidence has certainly served him well. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Lee dishes to Conley. 50 seconds left to play in the third. 5 on the clock. Randolph kicks to Conley. The 19-footer is on the money. Conley's got 6 points. Looking at Memphis, they took the win in their last game against the Pacers in Indiana.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
And you know exactly what that means. I mean, causing a lot of mistakes means cashing in on those turnovers.
So timeout's called here. The first for Memphis. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Prince outside. The dish to Randolph. Outside Conley. Gasol. Defended by Jefferson. The 10-footer. Gasol, no good. Here's Zeller. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And Kid Gilchrist throws it down.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But I'll tell you, the pass was even better. I mean, he put it on an absolute platter for him.
Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The new season.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know.
A big part of last year's turnaround in Charlotte was the team's ability to get the close game wins. I mean, they did that in this building, and typically they just found a way to stay at it and never give up.
At the 3, MKG and Cody Zeller at the 4. Walker runs the point with Stevenson flanking him. And it's Jefferson in at the pivot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. The Grizzlies trail by 14. And for Charlotte, guys, a lot of their 25 home wins were very close games, but they fought it out.
Yeah, if you actually look at their point differential at home, you wouldn't think they were very good in this building, but they came up clutch and won a lot of close games down the stretch last year.
There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. He took the heat and drew the whistle.
Yep, but when you get there late, that's what happens.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Prince is checked in.
Allen is arguably the best perimeter defender in the NBA now that Bruce Bowen has retired and is wearing bow ties during his broadcasting career. Allen has incredible energy out there. He hounds his man everywhere he goes, and he's relentless for 48 minutes.
Well, I think, his first team all-defensive honor a season ago was worth every vote. He lives up to that, and he is a lockdown defender. He is so difficult. His suffocating defense is something they should tape and show young players because he's got the active hands like you were talking about. He has everything. Walker the pass to Stevenson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jefferson. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Zeller. Count the bucket.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
A very solid performance in a lot of areas for them.
And then Randolph slams it in.
This run probably just a case of too little too late.
But at least they're still going after it and playing hard. It would have been very easy to throw in the towel a while ago.
Stevenson drives in. That's good.
A serious game-clinching run. They've taken off here. Impressive.
No backing off. What a surge at the right time.
The Grizzlies shooting here about 46% for the game. Conley against Walker. Got a piece of it. Conley gets the bucket.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
The Hornets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Walker. Kicks it out to Stevenson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. And the Hornets lead by 12.
Time to turn out the lights on this game.
I think they deserve a ton of credit for the way they played here today. Truly a professional display.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Coathis kicks to Carter. With the lead pass, Prince. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That free throw, no good. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And Roberts kicks to Biyombo. Money from the wing.
A little lucky, frankly, but they did get it to go.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Clark, I'm guessing that wasn't the plan for the D on that trip.
And I'm agreeing with you there. Once they opened the lane up for him, that was a little emphasis on that thing.
Take what the defense gives you and then just power it home, right? Why not?
I've been rapping for about 17 years, okay?